Hello guys, and welcome back to Igniting Illumination. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a lying pose. So let's get started with that. So first let me move my paper a bit over to the left. Okay, so let me move it a bit more. It's going to take up a little bit of space. So let's start with the head. I always start with the head. I guess so. If I get the head, I usually just want the head in the right position, and then I can fix the rest of the body as I go. So as always, let's start out with a round circle for the head. Okay, now when we have the circle, we're going to draw the face in a side profile, and so the way I do this is a bit different, but I start following the circle about here, okay. And then so I start excuse me. I start following the circle, and then I start curving in here, and then going out to form the nose, and it goes a little out of the circle, comes back down, goes a little bit down, then the mouth comes here. Let's put a smile on his face. Let's make that a bit smaller. Smile was a bit too big. Okay, let me just change the lip. And then we come back out, curve down here to form the chin, and go back up, and like this. And then to form the rest of the head, form a circle kind of in this area. The back of the head goes behind this line. And while we're at it, let's draw the eyebrow and the eye. And I'm just going to erase the top line here because I'm going to add in the hair. Eyebrow, eye, and the eye is going to be more of an oval shape like that because we're looking at it from the side. And the ear is going to be here. Let me just change this a bit. Ear is going to be here. Come up here, go that, curve in like that, and out like that. And now that we have the head in the position that we want it to be in, I'm just going to make sure I get rid of this beginning circle guideline. And let's just draw a little half an oval kind of by the nose here. And now I'm going to draw the guidelines for the body, and I'll be right back to explain. And now we have the shoulder guidelines. So this is the shoulder, just a line going diagonally like this. And now move on to the body, the rest of the body. And now that I have this in the body guideline, I like to think of it as a T that bends at the end, kind of like a J. Okay, and now that I have the arms in place, I'll move on to the legs. And now that I have these in place, I'm going to start drawing the muscle and everything. So the leg goes up like that, comes back down. This one, pretty much get the idea. And how I drew the guidelines for the arms and the torso, it's, oops, excuse me, and let me just explain. Okay, so if you want, you can think about this shape for the, like, well, part of the torso and for the arms as you see it kind of, you can think of it like a house. Here the house is here, and here is the roof. Or you can think of it as this is the I don't know, this is a hill, and if you look at it from the other direction, this is a hill and this is a house on the hill. However, whatever makes you remember it the easiest. Okay, so let's start by drawing muscle and everything. So we're going to start here by the neck, and it's going to come down, curve down like this. And then to form the shoulder, let me just make the neck a bit longer. Here is the shoulder. Curves like this. Comes out the triceps. The elbow. Curve down like this. Coming down to the forearm. Oops. Just fix that. Oh, let me move this up a bit. Here, the shoulder, the triceps coming down to the forearm. And here, where the hand is going to be. let's erase the initial guideline for this one. Let's make up here by the neck a little less. There we go, and then inside here of the shoulder is going to be curving a bit in like this, because it's not a front view of the shoulder. So shoulder is going to be in this kind of a direction there. The biceps here. The torso, the side of the torso coming down here by the ribs, curving in. Curving back out, curving in, curving out, curving in. Yeah, let's finish the torso first. So to do that, let's draw the other arm. Shoulder comes out around from the nose here, curves around that first line we drew. Here the point, the shoulder. The shoulder is here. Then comes the triceps. Then we're already down to the elbow. Elbow comes down here, goes in here to form the forearm. Oh, wait, let me fix that so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, there. Let's raise the initial guideline for the forearm, and let's not make this too much. There. And now drawing the rest of the torso will. So this is the shoulder here. So the torso will be about here, starting from a little above this curved in line here for the shoulder. The breast are here. They go down all the way like this, curving down like that. Then curving back out here. Erase the initial guidelines and erase this line just so we can do it again to make sure we got it right. Okay, and let's draw some lines here to indicate the ribs. So here, small one, a little bigger one, and longest, smaller, and small. There. Now these supposed to curl like this a bit, so you can fix that. Outside, the bottom of the coming to the bottom of the torso. Start here near the elbow, kind of going down a bit, and then going up there. Now, okay, so oh yeah, we were erasing the the guidelines for the torso here and the neck. So let's get those out of the way first before we do it. This one I might have to change a bit, like okay, so what we can do is draw a line for the neck that comes or, well, it's not really a line for the neck, but it's a line to indicate that he's kind of turning his head. His head is turned, you could say. So let's draw one there, another one right here, and shade this in a little bit, and voila. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah. Just throwing a little line there. And how to say, the collarbones should go somewhere here, there, and down here is the breast muscles. Might as well erase this guideline down here and let me move the paper up a bit. There we go. And a little to the right. See, it's starting to come together now. We just started with the guidelines, and wow, we progressed so far. Okay, now for the leg. Yeah, there was this. Let's make some adjustments here to the hip. So it's going to come slightly down like this, then the leg will start coming here, a little curve up here, and here just round it out. Let's have that come down a bit, and let's draw the bottom here, the bottom leg, or his left leg, if you will, and want it like this. And it's going to, it curved in here, it's going to curve back out right here. It's going to about from here, so it's, say, kind of in the middle, almost close to this beginning guideline here. We draw the leg coming down, coming up here, the knee excuse me, coming down right. The knee makes it all go down there, And let me adjust the paper a bit to the right. And there. So now let's just fancy up the lines a bit. And that's how you do it, pretty much. Can go ahead and get rid of this guideline. Something just fell. And as this feels a bit too lower leg there, the calf seems a bit too thick, so I'll try toning it down a bit. Like, yeah, there we go. Something doesn't feel right, just tweak a bit with it, adjust it until it feels right, until it looks good. Yeah, and that should do the trick. And for the other leg up here, you want to come up a bit slanted like this, and then you want to start drawing the leg. So that's okay, that's probably a bit too slanted, not necessarily, but let's actually start a bit more down, so about here, slant up a bit, draw the leg, and curves in. So let's erase some guidelines so you can get a clearer picture of what's going on. It curves in here and under the knee, not pointing towards the knee, but outward here in this direction. We want this to curve in that direction there. So let me just erase that line I made then. And now the calf is going to come around here. Curve in. Erase this guideline. And let's just make this a bit more like that, a bit lower down then. And so now the bottom of the foot here is going to come out, if we follow it down here, it's going to come out like that. And then form the heel here, and it's going to curve back in like that, and then out, and there we go. That's how you do it. So if you wanted to, you could draw this out and do that, but that's not, because you can't see through legs, can you? No. That'd be kind of strange. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to what we were doing. Now to draw the other leg, just some adjustments needs to be made. Okay, so the other leg comes down here, the other foot is going to come here, so seeing the kind of the ankle coming down here, and curving in, curving out, and big toe is this side, so it's gonna curve down like that. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so the ankle here as well, curve in, curve out, and the toe. So for the big toe is going to be here, and then the other toes just follow. Yeah, so the side of where the little toe is, we're going to have it curve out to it, like so. And now to draw the nails, well, I just put a line here and kind of makes it feel like there's nails. For the big toe you might want to make some kind of a pentagon shape to form the nail here. And yeah, so let's, oh wait a minute, we haven't drawn the hands yet, have we? So let's get back to that. Let me just adjust the thickness of the forearm here. And as you may notice, even millimeter changes can have a huge impact on a drawing. Just a millimeter of a single line. So that's pretty awesome. So here, draw the bone here of the hand coming out, and where the pinky is, the little finger is going to come out here, curve like that, and here is going to come up like this, and it's going to come down like that. And here let's draw in the pinky, otherwise it's not gonna work. So draw the pinky first, and then pointing finger, long finger, and ring finger, and voila. So as you can see, the hand looks too small, so we want to change that and make it a bit bigger. So I'm gonna have the bone come out here. It's gonna start going up already from here, and then go down like that. This one is going to curve out all the way to here, to up to this line. This is going to curve, and draw the pinky finger. So pointing finger goes up to this line there, to the knuckle. Not exactly to the knuckle, but a bit before the knuckle, yeah. And now you can see that the hand is proportional to the rest of the body. So let's draw the knuckles here, and I just want to indicate that the thumb is hiding behind here. So to do that, I'm going to draw a line coming out here, curving back in. That's going to be like this part of the thumb. So we're going to see this coming here, and we're going to draw a line coming there, but don't draw it all the way like that. So the thumb is there, it comes around here, comes around there, sorry. And excuse me again. The other hand, we want so the other hand is going to be behind, hiding a bit, most likely behind this arm and hand. Let's follow like the same basic principle as the last one. That little bone sticking out there, hand coming up here. The thumb, to be more precise, comes down like so. thumb is hidden behind the other fingers. Okay, so here. Okay, so this is gonna be okay. So let's come here, curve it a bit, like so, like so. Yeah, I'm about to raise this. Okay, so this hand is going to be behind the other hand, so we're not going to like see everything. So this is going to be there, and I mean, so this here is this. So we're not really going to see the other fingers. I don't know, I just draw knuckles. Okay, so now for the hand. Yeah, so I was going to change, oops, excuse me, so the knuckles, like, we may have, because now the knuckles right here are at a point where they can't really be seen, so, yeah. So we'll have to include this one, that one. So that's going to be it for those. And so the hand still looks a little small, so we're going to make it bigger. The knuckles here are kind of behind, so we can't see it. Was one more thing I was going to change, and that's the leg. So let me move this one around a bit, and I'll explain why. So it's obviously his left leg, because this is going to be, this is the knee, like it's supposed to go out, but so I need to address this issue. Excuse me. So this is supposed to go down a bit, like you see where the original line is, it's supposed to go slant down a bit, and yeah, so like that. So yeah, it's supposed to be more like this, but let me just fix this so it looks a bit neater. But yeah, the line work then. So there, and now that we changed that, we have to change the underneath here, and this leg we can just extend down a bit. So for the underneath, it should not really bend that much, so like more like that, and a bit more to the right maybe. To indicate the knee, we'll just draw two lines like this. Just think of it as I guess two halves of an oval here and here. Or you could think of it as a big eye, the eyelids, top and bottom. That works. And here, make a line like that. Oh, that's okay. So I just need to erase and make the lines look a bit cleaner, and we're done we're going to be done with it. So I'll be back with that in a little while. Okay, and so this will be the conclusion of the video, and we're done. So thank you for staying with me and watching, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and here is finished work. So let's take one final look at the full picture, and let me just put this here so I can. It's the beginning guideline at the top here. Forgot about that. My bad. And so that will do it. So yeah, thank you for sticking around, watching the video. Hope you learned something, and this is actually going to be part 1. Where I just drew him lying down. So in the next part I'm going to, next part I'm going to show you how to draw pants or shorts, and I'm going to do it on this one, and then I'll show you how to draw grass. So there will be 3 parts all together. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment. And thank you. See you in the next video.